Hey guys, very special episode. I want to bring to you some very timely information about some really good energies that are coming in very soon. So, when we're looking at feng shui, we want to make sure we're using really good timing to get the biggest impact for our feng shui and our feng shui activations. So, coming in around July 26th is what is called the Lionsgate portal. And it's going to be a portal of energy open until about August 12th. So, talking to my friend Tammy Doe today and talking about feng shui and looking at how we can incorporate that into working with the stone she works with, which is moldavite, comes very timely information because this energy portal actually is supposed to connect the moldavite from the Sirius star system and the Lionsgate is literally this energy aligning and opening to the Sirius star system. So we have this very good alignment of energy, and we have some really cool feng shui stuff happening too. So energetic wise within our homes and in our environments, we have some stuff we can do to get ready. And I think if we combine working on our energy work and we combine working on our feng shui and our environment in our home, that we can get a really good result. So looking at that, I talked to Tammy earlier, and we talked about specifically wealth activation today. So I'll kind of share that with you, but I'll talk about some other stars and other areas of focus you can look at. So just quickly getting into it. One of the things that people want to know the most, I think, when they look at feng shui is how can I, let's talk money, right? Let's get some money in. So So looking at that, one of the ways we can activate some really good energies and activate, possible wealth opportunity is looking at flying star energy. So flying star energy is a pretty popular energy people like to use. There's different types of flying star charts. So really a flying star is just the energy that moves around and it visits, one of these sectors of your home at a time. So for the year 2020, we know that the really good sectors are the South, the Southeast, the Northeast, the Northwest, and the North. So we have five really good sectors for our home for the year. So that's very exciting. Everything's moved back to its hometown for the year. So something exciting happens in August. Everything moves back to its original home palace for the month. So what's going to happen is we're going to get a double of good stars for the month. So we're going to have double the energy that we can use. Very exciting. So the South here it's going to have double nines. Remember, the nine is the star that represents happiness and spirituality. It represents expansion. And this is literally the energy that's going to come in from this Lionsgate portal. It represents fame, expansion, and just this futuristic energy, right? That is literally the energy of the nine star, which is in the south. So I think looking at the nine star, we're really going to be able to look at activating some really good energy. That's an amazing sector to activate. And specifically looking at the Northeast, that is going to be your double eight star. So the eight star, again, is most associated, I think, with money and wealth. People love to activate the eight, and they even sometimes call it chasing the wealth star, where you're activating the energy that's creating work and creating money. So this is a really good energy to activate for the month. Another one to activate is the North. The North has a really good star that is really good for authority, and it's good for career advancement. So if you're looking for that, that's an amazing sector to activate for this month. So again, kind of focusing just on the flying star for wealth. We want to look at creating wealth opportunities for ourselves and creating work. This is an amazing sector to work with and a good star to use if you're looking to create more work for yourself. You want more contracts. You want to get some clients in. It's a really good area to work with. I will say if you're a boss, I prefer the 6-6 area. So if you have employees, you put them in the Northeast and they're going to work for you. It's about hard work. So putting in that work, boy, right? We'll share that. So again, identifying the Northeast area and the Northeast sector of your home is going to be key to this. So literally you can just stand with a compass and you can take your compass around and find the Northeast of your home, identify that kind of corner, that kind of area of your house, and you can, there we go. What we can do next is activate the area. So remember, Feng Shui takes action. So it supports action best. So, I mean, yes, you can move objects around. Yes, you can place items places, but to get a really good impact with Feng Shui, try a Feng Shui activation. And this is what I really want you guys to try. So I'd love for you guys to do this exercise with me and Tammy and the audience. Here, what you do is you just place the candle out or place a fan out. So remember, flying stars are activated by movement. So you want to create movement in the area. Don't use a clock. It's said to be bad luck. You're not supposed to use a clock, but really locate the Northeast area of your home, place a fan there, place a candle there. If you can't use a real candle flame, what you want to do is use just a flameless candle, something that has movement to kind of flicker, something that generates and creates movement in the area. If you can't do any of those things, you can actually just work and take phone calls in the area. It's a really good area to make cold calls from. It's a really good area to send emails from, take client calls, that type of thing. If you have meetings, Zoom meetings, use the Northeast area of your home or office this month because it's really going to help generate that the work for you. So looking at the timeline between now and then, this energy is really cool because I think it's really going to be nicely supportive. Let's see here. So, timeline for Lionsgate Portal. Thank you, Tammy, so much for sharing this. I'm going to put links to all her stuff. So, I really highly encourage you to do all of this stuff. I'm going to be doing the exercises myself because this month we're going to focus on taking away money blocks. I think it'll be a really, really timely exercise for this energy coming in. And I think everything's really aligning really well to support all of this. So, between now and August 7th, what you want to do, well, I guess 26th, but you can start now. Hell, why not? What you can do is, this type of stuff, the shadow work, the cord cutting. But with Feng Shui wise, we want to focus on cleaning and organizing our home. So remember that our home is a reflection of what is inside of us. So remember, it mirrors the energy that's in us. If we have a lot of clutter and we have a lot of old things accumulated, remember that represents it's a little bit of stagnant energy. And Tammy really so eloquently put it earlier that if we are not able to get rid of physical items, if we're not able to purge things we don't need, and we're holding on to stuff, that really is us holding on to old energy. And it's us saying like, hey, there's a lack of something in my life. There's something there. I'm lacking. I'm lacking. And so if we're living in that lack and we're trying to hold on to our old things, we don't create room for new things. And so think of it as a cup of water. We can't put more water in unless we dump some out first. So would you rather have an old cup of stale water or would you have fresh water, right? So we have to dump some out to create new. So from this time, feng shui wise, really want to encourage you to start cleaning your home. It's spring cleaning time. Start getting rid of some of the stuff we don't use. You're not using it anyway. Be really real about what you're not using. Maybe it's time you want to tackle a project or a room that has just really not felt good to you. So it's a really great time to do that. And again, body detox and clearing out as much as you can out of your energetic field. That way you're ready to receive. Because on August 8th, I think it's a really nice coincidence or not that on 8/8, we're welcoming in the new month pretty much. So the old month, remember, we follow the solar calendar for the in timing. So when you look at the Chinese almanac, which is what we use to do our feng shui, the old month, the solar month, it ends on the 7th. So the 8th comes in this new energy, and it just happens to be what is called a receive day. So even though technically by the Chinese almanac standards, it's not a quote unquote good day. It's just not a good day to do feng shui activations. It's totally a good day to receive something. So this is the day you want to meditate and you want to be open to receiving. What are you focus your intention on what you really want to receive. So it's a good day to do that. And then looking at the next day, August 9th, we want to be ready to do a feng shui activation. And this is the day that you can activate the 8-8 area with a candle or a fan in the Northeast. So yeah, so we'll do that. Let's see here. Again, do business or work in the area. On August 10th, I highly recommend that you join Tammy and her group for her meditations that she leads. So you can see here, and I'll put the link down below that you can register. It's totally free. They just take a donation if you're able to give one. But it's going to be an inner child regression to release the money blockages. And it's really an amazing experience. I experienced this with her on the last full moon that they did. And we went back and did some energy work and clearing away some of that stuff, which it was just an amazing experience. So remember that when we work with feng shui, we want to work with, we're working with energy. And even though it's the energy in our environment, we have to be able to do our internal work. So we're going to be doing that internal work also. And looking at the energy that's coming in for August, um, again, here the energy changes. The energy changes from the 6th to the 7th. It's this whole new energy. We're welcoming in the month of the monkey. We're here on August 8th, which is the receive day. And in August 9th, we'll be doing the feng shui activation. And then you'll get with Tammy for the clearing to remove the money blockages. So I think it's going to be a very powerful time, and it'll be really it's just going to be, I think it'll be very effective, and it'll help with your function. It'll help amplify your feng shui activation. So again, doing the internal work as well as the external work in our environment is going to be very impactful. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised and have an amazing experience. So if you're in, go ahead and, join us for that. If you are too shy to join for the cord cutting and the Reiki, at least join us for the feng shui activation and be purging out the old stuff until then. So you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you very soon.